Welcome back to another Transformed podcast. I am joined by my guest, Chloe. She's a good friend of mine. How about you introduce yourself?
I'm crazy. Hello.
Now, today I'm going to be teaching her about my experiences being autistic, and she is neurotypical, so good
Yeah.
person to explain it to.
Yes. And I am joined with my kitten, Cynthia, who may occasional speak.
Yes, she is much cute, as
Yeah.
all cats are.
She is a baby. She is my baby.
And just like that, we're already distracted. I have the attention span of a squirrel.
I have a goldfish attention span.
Actually, goldfish, while I don't know about their attention spans, do have really good memories. It's been
Well, crap.
scientifically proven.
There goes my thing.
Squirrels, on the other hand, do not have good memories. They forget where they keep like half of their food for the winter, which
Well,
is why they get so much. And just like that, we're sidetracked again. We haven't even started. Okay, it can be pretty difficult to prioritize tasks. This is also an ADHD thing, but it's called task paralysis. Basically, if you have a bunch of tasks that you need to do, you just can't do any of them. You're just stuck.
on
It's
bandage.
no fun. For example, when I need to record a bunch of videos, I end up recording exactly 0 videos.
Me. That's a mood.
Like, I've ended up splitting my Thursday uploads between normal survival and flat world survival because I just could not force myself to make another video for the week. It just did not work at all.
Rip.
So, yeah, that's why that happened. I don't think I'm ever gonna do daily uploads.
No, I don't think so. But I'll stay hopeful for you.
There are currently only 3 days a week that I don't upload, and for some reason, the podcast goes up on none of those 3 days.
Huh.
Of course, I am switching it to a monthly thing, so it's probably gonna go to like a date instead of a day, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like a 5 instead of a Thurs.
Yeah.
Off topic again!
That's okay.
We need to keep a counter for this or something, but I don't know how to edit, so I won't.
Mood.
Plus, dysphoria, I do not like my voice. I cannot bear to listen to it. We've actually done this podcast before, and due to my inability to listen to my own voice, it went up, and Chloe's audio just didn't exist. It never recorded.
I was a spooky ghost.
She was the one that had to point it out to me. I sent it to her, and she was like, you can't hear me. And I was
Yeah.
like, fuck.
Anyway, you're sidetracked again.
I swear, it just keeps compounding. Eye contact, it sucks. I don't choose to suck at it. I cannot do it. It does not work. I would rather jump out the window and run into the woods than make eye contact. Like, just no.
Okay, calm down there.
Hey, it was a first story window. You're
Still,
overreacting. Pardon?
still a window.
And it was an open window. Hey, it makes
Special.
quite the theatrical exit.
Yes, yes, it does.
Anyway, stimming. So, have you ever, like, bounced your foot or clicked a pen or anything like that?
All the time.
Yeah, that's stimming. Neurotypical people can do it, but neurodivergent people do it a lot more. Like, a lot. Much stim. I'm not entirely sure on the science behind it because I am not one of those people that are known as smart. But there is science behind it. I just do not understand it. And I'm not gonna act like an expert on it when I am not. But a lot of neurodivergent people use STEM toys like tangles, poppets, fidget spinners, fidget cubes. Some use chewies. I've never used those, but they seem to be popular.
Mm-hmm.
Just all sorts of things to stim. I mostly stim with my hands, but I do use tangles on occasion.
Tangles?
Yeah, they're little pieces of interconnecting curved plastic that, like, rotate and stuff, and they can tangle up, and
Okay.
I can send you a, picture of my many, many tangles. I probably
Okay.
have, like, a half dozen of them. My favorite one is black and red.
Of course it is. Why would it be anything different?
Well, for all you know, it could be trans or gay. I like those things too.
Okay.
Textures and just general sensory stuff, but one of my biggest things is textures. They can be very, very difficult for us, or they can be very, very wonderful. I cannot wear pants. I have to wear shorts. The basketball shorts type. That's the only texture that I can handle on my legs.
Fair enough.
Which really sucks because there's an outfit that I think I could actually rock, but I would have to wear black jeans for it. Because I doubt that 7-inch platform, knee-high boots, and a fake leather jacket would look good with basketball shorts.
Probably not.
But it would look good with black jeans. I think.
You can put anything with black jeans and it instantly looks okay.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel okay.
Yeah, very, very true.
But then on the flip side, there are textures that I absolutely love. Plushies. Love them. I am getting that damn techno pillow on September 3rd if it is the last thing I do. I need it. I will settle for the techno sit or the techno flop, but I want the techno pillow. It looks like a little sausage. I need it.
I think you need to lay off the sugar.
But chocolate chips are so good by the handful.
Not when you can't have chocolate.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
It's okay.
So I shouldn't mention the fudge I had earlier.
I mean, you just did.
Fuck. I said that out loud. I'm so used to being alone.
All around me. It's okay.
Hell, earlier today, I just said the words, I don't like cheese juice. And I am not going to give you any context for that.
Cheese juice.
Cheese juice.
I don't want to know. I feel like cheese juice would be like that weird doggy bit of cheese when it gets really mold, but it's still inside the plastic wrapping, and it's just kind of sitting there.
The fuck kind of cheese do you have?
No, like if it just goes really bad, because like I've seen it go bad, or like when you get like feta cheese or
Letting cheese go bad like that to that point is a crime against food.
No, I think it's feta cheese. It comes in a container, but it's already filled with like liquid or something. Ugh, it's gonna bother me until I know what kind of cheese it is.
I think it's feta. My mom used to get that sometimes, and it is... Oh, I cannot be in the same room as that. 'Cause smells. Another thing. Ah.
Gross.
Basically, any sort of sensory thing is something that neurodivergent people can absolutely hate. I cannot stand large amounts of the color yellow, which was not fun while I was being driven through Saskatchewan. Do you realize how many mustard fields there are in Saskatchewan?
No, because I've never left Ontario.
There's a lot of mustard fields in Saskatchewan.
Okay, well, that's a lie. I've been in Quebec, but...
Why would you go to Quebec?
It was a school trip years ago.
I've been through there twice, and both times I thought I was gonna die.
Why? What did you do?
It's not what I did, it's what the drivers did.
Oh, are they just really bad?
To quote, I don't know how to pronounce this, but I think it's Kopeki, on TikTok. Fucking Quebec drivers.
Oh.
I run for my life when I see a Quebec license plate in town.
Damon.
What?
Friend, buddy. You're distracted again.
Fuck. I have the attention span of squirrel.
We've been over this. It's okay.
Have I spoken about how sounds can also be... Fuck.
Not yet.
Well, sounds can also be... Fuck. Like,
Yeah.
chalk on chalkboard. I cannot be in the same fucking building as that shit. Like, no. Just no. I hate chalkboards and chalk with a fervent passion.
It's okay.
And, the fridge. The fridge makes an incessant... It sounds like an angry Minecraft villager or some shit. I hate it. It won't shut up. I'm just like, keep my food cold and keep your goddamn mouth shut. Is that too much to ask?
Left.
Pardon?
I just noticed my baby left.
Oh.
I'm upset.
Probably like, who's this weird man yelling?
Maybe.
I do not possess volume control. I literally do not. When I'm trying to be loud, I physically can't. When I'm trying to be quiet, it's just... It's a bad situation. Why am I a YouTuber?
Why am I living only to survive?
Please don't get me talking about communism. We both know I will start talking about communism. This is the one warning I shall give.
Okay.
bright and flashing lights are absolute fuck. Like, I hate fluorescent lights in particular. They're just no. Please no. They are a crime against humanity. Why must they exist?
Because, yes.
But they're no.
But they're also yes.
But they're no.
I know.
This isn't on the script, but that reminded me of performative ally stuff. There's a grocery store where I live that every third Sunday at 7 p.m. they have an autistic shopping hour where they turn down the lights, turn off the announcements, but they put it on a day and time that the vast majority of autistic people cannot go. Because the bus doesn't run on Sundays, and even if it did, it stops running at about 7. The last pass through town is 7:30. And a lot of the autistic people here can't or don't drive.
RIP.
So they're just picking a time every third Sunday when hardly anyone's going to be at the store so they can be like, see, we support you, when really they're just pretending to in order to get our money. And it pisses me off. Like,
Yeah.
why even bother at that point? Just say you don't want to support people with disabilities that could use that shopping hour.
Right?
It pisses me off.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, the vast majority of us don't want to be cured, even if it was possible, which it's not. But even if it was, which it is not, it is a literal genetic thing that, no, it can't be done, and we don't want you to try, thank you very much.
I think you need to say that one more time for the Karens out there.
Fuck Karens.
They're probably lonely from their husbands either shooting themselves or leaving them.
Okay, that is, okay, so, vaccines don't cause autism.
Great segue.
They just don't. Like I said, it's genetic. It's just not possible. They do not cause autism. You just know that is not a thing. So please stop trying to make it a thing.
They'll never stop trying.
But it's so annoying.
Oh, I know.
But, just for the viewers out there, it just doesn't cause autism. That is not a thing. That is possible. Stop trying to pretend it is, please. Like, and even if they did, autism is not so bad that you should be risking your kid's life to try and prevent it, okay? That's just not... That just ain't it.
Yeah. Ew.
What, ew?
Okay, so I'm on Pinterest, right? And I'm just looking at, like, drawings that people did because, you know, whatever. Someone made Rapunzel from Tangled, emo, and drinking Starbucks.
I want to say why But let's face it, this is not a new phenomenon.
No, it's not. But, like, still. Ew.
I do not understand people.
Nope.
Anyway, you're off topic this time.
Not really.
Now, unlike what Alec Manassian would have you think, we can and do feel empathy. Like, we can feel empathy. We aren't psychopaths, except for the 1% that are psychopaths. But 1% of the population in general is psychopaths. So, that's not exclusive to us.
Hi.
And, I can't remember if there was anything else I wanted to say on that topic.
No, that was it. From, like,
But-
last anyway.
Yeah. But, we are people, and we deserve respect. These should not be controversial statements, but it seems that they are. Which is extremely disappointing.
Yeah.
I hate it here.
Me too.
Okay. Time blindness. It's that thing where you, like, don't realize how much time has passed. And there are a couple sides to it. Either not much time at all has gone by, but it feels like an eternity, or hours have gone by, but it feels like it's only been a few seconds. So, I have spent like 10 hours a day playing Minecraft entirely by accident. And I don't know how to stop.
Just don't.
But
Says every parent ever.
But once I pick it up, it's not stopping.
Yeah, no.
So, meltdowns and shutdowns. So you probably have an image in your head of what a meltdown looks like. Right?
Yeah.
And it is often caused by overstimulation. But there are also these things called shutdowns, which have the same cause, but are different.
How so?
So basically, instead of, melting down, you just sort of exist and don't really observe much of the world around you.
Okay.
And you don't really react to much of anything, and you just sort of shut down. I don't really know how to explain it very well.
That's okay. I think I get the basic concept.
Okay. But yeah. Similar causes to meltdowns, just a lot less visible.
Okay.
And masking is a thing that a lot of us do, but we really, really don't want to. And it's basically where we pretend that we're not autistic and act like we're not autistic for the comfort of neurotypical people.
Okay.
And it is absolutely exhausting.
I imagine it would be.
And I absolutely hate it. I would actually often shut down at school from just the sheer exhaustion from masking. Like, by halfway through the day, I would just be done. I would not be able to do much of anything by that point.
I mean, same, but like not same, but same.
And somehow, none of the teachers noticed that I would just go catatonic halfway through the day, every single day.
Teachers don't do anything, but that's a whole other podcast.
Yeah. Now, I did touch on this earlier, but neurotypical people can have some of the same traits and struggles as autistic people. The main difference is the frequency. And if it, like, severely impacts your life. You know?
Yeah. Like, I used to get in trouble in my woodshop class for bouncing my leg or tapping my fingers constantly because it would make noise. And there was this funny one time where my woodshop teacher, because I was talking with my hands, he put his hands over my hands on the desk, laughed, and he's like, "Okay, go ahead." And like, I didn't take offense to it at all. I just found it funny because as he held my hands down on the desk, I kept moving my hands, which made me laugh harder and which made the whole class laugh even harder as well. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Take it how you will.
Anyway. And it is hard to know if or how to tell people that you're autistic. Like, personally, I've been accused of just, like, trying to get special treatment or of lying and stuff like that. Which is just... Why? Why would I...
Why would you lie about something like that?
Why would I open myself up to that discrimination for what? Attention? It's very negative attention.
Right?
I do not want the attention. I just want to, like, exist. Is this allowed?
No.
But I want to.
Well, humanity says otherwise.
Humanity sucks.
So does Karen.
Did I ever tell you about the time that I saw, like, an actual Karen in the wild?
Is this the convenience store one?
No, she was just, driving by in a BMW with the Karen haircut and the Karen glasses.
Of course.
A BMW convertible.
Was she blonde?
Yup, with little bits of brown to show that the blonde is dyed. But
And she a Karen.
my mom and I just joked, oh, it's a Karen in the wild. A few days later, we found out that her name is actually Karen.
Rip.
We met well, we didn't meet, but we saw an actual Karen in the wild.
You get a gold star.
It's just, it is amazing. it can be really hard to get a job if you're autistic, or really if you have any disability, or anything that makes you not quote unquote normal.
Yeah.
Because people fucking suck.
Especially Karen.
Yes, especially Karen. But, yeah. I have been completely unable to find a job in my 5 years of searching in this town. It is insane. Like, I don't understand how other people get jobs. I really don't.
I think that's because, like, eye contact and body posture, which a lot of autistic people can't do.
Yeah. It is. It's rough. And I want to let them know, hey, I'm autistic, but there's a lot of ableism in this town, and I don't really want to open myself up to that can of worms. So I'm just stuck like, do I tell them, do I not? You know?
Side note. I have
Pardon?
a side note.
What's your side note?
Worms in cans. Like, why?
I think it's like for fishing or something.
Yeah, but like an actual can where you gotta like crack that shit open. Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't make
I think it was for like people
Dead.
that would go fishing.
Put them in containers with soil, not a can.
Well, maybe there's soil in the can.
But there'd be no air poking air holes or whatever
Maybe they included air.
into a can.
They have cans of air.
But no, thank you.
I
Put that in fire, that explodes. You got a bunch of exploding worms. Not a good thing. Why am I going here?
Who's off topic now, huh?
The crazy who's thinking about a can of worms somewhere that's left by a fire waiting to explode.
And to the viewers at home, this is a surprisingly normal conversation for us. Just so you know.
Yeah. I go off topic as soon as I hear something weird that I need to think about.
So do I. But these are not going to be short podcasts, okay, people? This is us trying. The last attempt was 2 hours long.
And it got whack.
Yeah. Like, we started talking about our edgy teenager phase, which you just never want to talk about publicly. Like, yeah.
$50 a story.
Pardon?
$50 a story.
I do have a PayPal. If you want the story, then who am I to stop ya? Just pop into my Instagram, I guess. Hell, I'll even make you a magnet.
How to attract more people. But
anyway, why did you make me say that?
I'll see myself out.
But wait, the podcast isn't over yet.
I know.
We need to talk about the big bad. Executive dysfunction.
Oh, I thought we were going to talk about the big bad wolf. Okay.
Do not make me ground you.
Ground the ground.
You're gonna make me start talking about communism again.
This is literally how the last podcast went.
Yeah. But hey, you haven't gone to Horny Jail yet. And you better not. That is my one rule. That is the one rule I gave you.
Yeah, I have a horrible sense of humor. For the viewers out there, like it's bad.
I mean, we both have it, but I'm trying to keep it off of my YouTubes.
Yeah.
Because while it's not intended for children, I don't want any children that somehow stumble upon it to be like, yeah, no. I'm trying to be responsible. Oh, there's one big thing I wanted to talk about while talking about masking, and I forgot. Mirroring. It is a type of masking where, like, if you hear someone a lot, or, like, for example, I was really into Harry Potter when I was a kid. And for a whole fucking month, I had a British accent, and nobody told me. This was not intentional. My brain was just mirroring what I heard so often as a form of masking.
I mean, I got stuck in a Russian accent for a week, and my science teacher's like, "Why are you talking like that?" I'm like, "For the last 2 days, I've tried to snap out of it, but it just won't work."
I've gotten stuck in Russian accents a few times as well. And Texan accents, British, Scottish, Irish.
Oh my word.
And one of the things that I've been mirroring a lot lately is Technoblade's famous "huh."
You sound like a goose.
What if I intend to sound like a goose? Huh? Are you goose shaming? Huh?
Those things are evil.
Pardon?
Those things are evil.
I know, they terrify me.
My aunt got attacked by one once.
My grandfather uses them as private security at his house.
Well,
Like, he feeds them, and they attack anyone that they see that isn't the person that feeds them.
how to build an army 101.
Like, geese. Be afraid of the geese.
Yeah. Anyway, your original point.
Yes, what was I talking about?
Horny Jail.
No, I was not. Keep that up and you're gonna go to Horny Jail.
No!
You wanna bet?
I don't bet.
Yeah, neither do I. I had a gambling problem at like 10 years old.
Oh my god, the Keymaster in an arcade, I will be there for hours.
With me, it was Voltorb Flip and Soul Silver.
Ah.
I spent hours playing that. Luckily, there was no real money involved. But, I can see why Pokemon had to remove gambling from future games.
Yeah.
Or else they would have lost their, child clearance in Europe.
Oh.
And in case you hadn't noticed, they rather like having children play Pokemon. Because while there are adults whose entire life is Pokemon, like myself, there's a lot of children whose entire life is Pokemon as well.
Yeah.
Would I like for them to have like an adult-oriented spin-off? Yeah. Do I think it's ever gonna happen? No. Which makes me sad. Pardon?
You never know.
They're a Nintendo property. Have you known any Nintendo property to be adult-oriented?
Not yet.
You sound that Like I might have to, or you say that like I might have to throw you in horny jail. The infliction.
I just said not yet.
But you had that little squiggle line after it.
The squiggle line? How can I have a squiggle line if I'm speaking?
I don't know, I picture speech as like text.
This is why we roleplay way too often.
Hey! It's not horny roleplay, we're just writing stories and it's easier to do it with two people. Because I have trouble staying on track and I'm pretty sure you do too.
I do.
This podcast is proof of this. We are
Correct.
very easily distracted.
Or I just go with the flow on the conversation.
Anyway, a lot of us do have difficulty recognizing like tone and stuff, which is why tone indicators are often a good thing for us. I can only recognize it in you sometimes, and even then, only because I've known you for so long.
And I'm fluent in sarcasm.
For the viewers, think of me as Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory. I have been compared to him for my entire life since I was like 9.
Oh?
And it is like pretty accurate.
Alright.
I even have my own spot on the couch that no one is allowed to sit in. My cat can get away with it if I'm not, like, actively looking to use it. But if I need to sit there, I will snuggle her until she leaves.
Aww.
Or until she moves aside and lets me continue snuggling her.
Good.
But that doesn't happen very often.
No.
She like snuggles on her terms and her terms only. Otherwise, she does murder.
Yeah, with the claws.
And the teeth.
Murder, mitten, ass, whooping.
I used to have to handle her with oven mitts when she was a kitten. I'm not kidding.
I've never had a kitten that bad.
I have.
Well, clearly, if you had to use oven mitts.
And she hasn't changed. But now whenever she sees oven mitts, she thinks that's her chance to murder. So, yeah. Comorbid disorders. Like ADHD, dyslexia, OCD, dyscalculia. I'm pretty sure those are all comorbid disorders. Things that happen a lot alongside of autism. And then there's depression and anxiety, which is also an increased rate. It's not fun. I'll say that. I have been suspected of having OCD for most of my life, and I haven't been diagnosed with like any neurodivergencies other than autism, but I'm also suspected to have ADHD. And I'm just like, Plus, I have dyslexia and dyscalculia symptoms, and I'm just like, I'm a Pokemon master, but I'm not trying to catch all this. Gotta have them all. Fuck my brain. I don't know. Change the topic, please.
Where?
Pardon?
Insane asylum where?
No, I've been in one. I don't like that. I don't like those. They aren't fun. Well, it wasn't an asylum. It was a ward, but It wasn't fun.
Okay.
Restraint. Do not use restraint to try and quote unquote help an autistic person. You can literally fucking kill them. It is dangerous.
Yep.
And it's just gonna cause trauma. Like, I'd go so far as to say that it's never an option. Like, just don't fucking do it. Because it has killed people. Pardon?
You might need to specify what you mean by restraints.
Like, for example, some places will hold people down. Don't fucking do that. Like, that's not gonna help. Seriously, don't. Just don't.
Yeah.
Don't, like, pin them down. Don't hold their arms down. Anything like that. 'Cause it's dangerous, and it's not gonna help. It's just gonna fucking traumatize them.
Yeah.
I'm lucky enough that I've never had that done to me. But there are people that have literally died from that. More info on that in the JRC episode of the podcast. I would not recommend anyone watch it if they are really upset by the torture of children. Because that's what's in it. Like, that's what's discussed in it. It is horrifying. But I digress. Info dumping. This is something that I do to you a lot.
No.
Where we talk about things that we like. A lot.
Cough, cough, Pokemon, cough, cough.
And Dream SMP.
Yeah.
And Technoblade. Run Boo. These people are amazing. And I look up to them. I mean, just look at Eric. They are fabulous.
Anyways, we gotta close soon because my phone is getting very hot.
Oh, shit. Well, there's one last point that I wanted to mention. Difficulty understanding social cues. So, for example, I have no idea when someone is trying to end a conversation. You might be able to attest to this.
A little bit.
I'm sorry. But
It's so.
and I also have trouble understanding when people are trying to initiate a conversation. So, conversation is just not my strong suit.
Nor mine.
But, and, like, if people are uncomfortable with the topic, I cannot tell unless they tell me. If people are not interested, I cannot tell unless they tell me.
And then you get those really fake people that just go along, smile and nodding and be like, oh, and then ask the occasional question to seem interested.
Those people are saints, okay?
Yeah.
Like, if you let someone in your life info dump to you, you are amazing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. that person in your life appreciates you.
I appreciate that.
Did I seriously forget the front panel of this entire floor of glass? Okay then. um. Anyway, do you have any questions about any of this?
Nothing that comes to mind other than the can of worms.
Anything that you specifically want to know more about?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. Well, it's been awesome having you on.
Though I'm in a phone.
Pardon?
Even though I'm in a phone.
Yeah.
Or whatever on your end.
You're on my computer.
Ooh.
But, so yeah. Now, if you want more content with my friend Chloe, we do have a video on the channel where we played Among Us together. And it's fucking chaotic as fuck. It was so much fun.
We do that often.
Yeah, but that was the first time in a while. So it is even more chaotic. So, if you like this podcast, maybe consider, subscribing, please. I'd really like it if you'd subscribe. Subscribers make me happy.
I think you just scared them all away.
But subscribers. Anyway. This is, Transformed Podcasts. Signing off.